I am very honored to introduce our special guest tonight, who along with Senator Mitchell will provide you with the promised update on the campaign. Greg Powell is the chairman of the Harold Alfond Foundation, which was begun in 1950 by Harold Alfond, a dear friend of Senator Mitchell's, and truly the foremost philanthropist Maine has ever known. For more than 60 years, the Alfond Foundation has supported charitable causes throughout the state of Maine, particularly in the area of education. Like Senator Mitchell and Mr. Alfond, Greg is a native of Waterville, has been a friend to the Alfond and Mitchell families alike. And it was in 1995, coincidentally the same year that Senator Mitchell began the scholarship program, that Harold Alfond approached Greg to lead both Dexter Enterprises and the Harold Alfond Foundation. It is under Greg's guidance and leadership that the Alfond Foundation created the landmark Alfond Scholarship Foundation, a college challenge grant which creates a scholarship account for every single child born in the state of Maine. Please give a warm welcome to Greg Powell.
Up and down, sort of like the election cycles, you know. I would like to say that my remarks this evening are dedicated to Jessica. Good evening, and thank you, Mary, for that generous introduction. And I want to say it's a privilege and an honor to be here this evening with my fellow trustee, Dave Flanagan. I don't know where you are, Dave, but to share a few thoughts and make a special announcement on behalf of the Harold Alfond Foundation. To all the Mitchell Institute supporters and the team, Senator, Heather, Mary, you do a wonderful job at this event, you really do. Board Chair Dave Johnson, Joe Foley, Meg Baxter, pioneer donors, and especially our great friends, our great friends from Waterville, hometown of the Alfond and Mitchell families. Thank you for the wonderful work you do. And a special congratulations to Brady and Jessica and all 100 of the outstanding Mitchell scholars here with us this evening. As we look to the future, the promise of Mitchell scholars is as inspiring as it is inspiring to look back and recall that the son of a Waterville janitor and textile worker could find his way to college, to law school, and then on to become an outstanding attorney, federal prosecutor and judge, majority leader of the United States Senate, statesman and tireless ambassador for peace in the most troubled corners of our world. The great accomplishment, character, and commitment of Senator Mitchell, however, was at its best on April 9th, 1998, some 16 and a half years ago, on the eve of the signing of the Good Friday Agreement in Belfast, Ireland. The senator was in Belfast to preside on Good Friday at the formal signing of the Belfast Peace Agreement, a peace accord he had orchestrated and which is recognized today as one of the most important, enduring negotiated peace agreements of modern times. Senator Mitchell was staying at the Stormont Hotel. The hotel, a century before, had been the 10-bedroom home of the McMaster family, and it overlooked Stormont Castle and the Northern Ireland Parliament, where the accords would be signed the following day. So on the eve of the signing of this great peace agreement, it is said that the senator stood alone in the splendor of the hotel's lobby when, in a brief moment of quiet reflection, unrecognized by the patrons, he was interrupted by the approach of a stranger, a salaciously beautiful woman. She sauntered up to him, looked him over carefully, and purred, "You are one gorgeous man. I'll do anything you want." Without hesitation, the senator looked her straight in the eyes and said, "Would you make a donation to the Mitchell Institute?" And then she said, "By the way, are you the brother of Swisher Mitchell, the great basketball player from Waterville, Maine?" Swisher. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mitchell Institute is on a great mission. Well over 60% of our nation's future jobs will require higher education. Yet well over 60% of our citizens have not had the benefit of higher education, either a 2- or 4-year degree. For our nation to retain its leadership role in this interconnected, competitive world, there is much work to do. And the Mitchell Institute, all of us here in this room, are dedicated to this work, closing the education gap of our state and our nation. In the future, ironically, because of disruptive technology and the internet, higher education will evolve and become more accessible, more affordable, and more customized and diverse in its capacity to reach students of all abilities. And the work of the Mitchell Institute will be more important than ever in this evolution. Harold Alfond believed that every child should have aspirations and access to higher education. And with that belief at its core, his foundation today, as has been said, awards a $500 college scholarship to every Maine newborn. Senator Mitchell has often expressed his belief that no one should be guaranteed success, but everyone should have a fair chance to succeed. And with his belief at its core, the Mitchell Institute has been a great partner in our $500 program, and since 1995 has been a leading force in Maine to provide financial and counseling support for students from every high school in the state for college. In a sense, the Alfond and Mitchell efforts bookend from birth to college, the pathway for opportunity and success of our state's young people. We are great partners on a great common mission. When told about Senator Mitchell's fine moment in the lobby of the Stormont Hotel, you didn't think I was going back there, did you? Harold Alfond said of his good friend, "We think alike in so many ways. Young people are the future. But if I were in that lobby, I might have answered the gal's question a little differently." Differences aside, tonight the Alfond Foundation, as proud partner of the Mitchell Institute, wishes to reaffirm our support for your work. We understand that you are very close to meeting your campaign fundraising goals. So, as your partner in making higher education accessible and achievable for all Maine's young people, we are honored to make a special announcement. In true Harold Alfond style, we make you a challenge. When the senator tells us the Institute has met its campaign goal, the Harold Alfond Foundation will make a capstone donation to the Institute of $2 million. Thank you. Can't wait. One final, I know how much you folks like long speeches. One final thought. The campaign's goal is in sight. And so as this evening comes to a close and we are asked to give to the Mitchell Institute, please be thinking not only of our $2 million challenge, but also of the Stormont Hotel in Belfast, Ireland. Thank you very much.